Win for our team. Nebraska's playing with a great deal of confidence. They just went into Texas and came from behind and won a big one there. And the pre-conference schedule has been tough and adequately prepared them for Big 12. You can tell they have a lot of confidence that you don't just get, you earn that by going out and beating good teams. And they're very talented, and we were fortunate, but we were also really good in the final 11-12 minutes of the game. Really played with, I think our experience showed, I think our senior leadership showed, and we had great, can I speak for a second? Can I speak for a second? Contributions, thank you very much. That comes from too many years of making fun of Aubrey Beavers, and that's a long story, but great contributions from our bench. Really ready to play and came in and did whatever we asked of them, and we needed a lot of contributions from the bench, obviously, because of the foul situation in the first half. So just a huge win for our team and great boys down the stretch.
Sure, you talked about those contributions. You also kind of needed a lift, and Kendra really gave it to you, didn't she?
Kendra was outstanding. I think I sort of alluded to what puts her in a position to be ready to make contributions like that at the post-game press conference after Kansas State, when I talked about her mindset and her attitude. She's just ready. She's ready every day in practice. She's ready if she plays 3 minutes. She's ready if she plays 15. And she's ready if she needs to go as long as she went tonight. And she's a scorer. She is a scoring point guard, so this was scripted for her to be successful.
You talked about, you mentioned the foul trouble. Courtney had the early foul trouble. Talk about her ability to play with that foul trouble down the stretch in the second half.
She has a great sense about it, a great sense of knowing when to do what. And sometimes I think that may be the thing that differentiates the really, really special players from just the great ones, having that sense. And I'm not sure it's anything you teach. She just knows when. And ended up sitting on the bench for a while in the first half, and obviously was very fresh in the second half as a result of that. But just totally dominated the game. And, you know, other guys making plays too. Kept them from keeping three people standing around Courtney. When Chelsi's making threes and Kendra's knocking down shots, you can't have three guys standing around court, and that's one of the reasons our team is successful.
How do you think this post defense of Griffin and Paris how you compare this to the rest of the Big 12 or your schedule so far on Courtney? 40 months, and she's not a lot of numbers, and she might lose.
Well, I thought they were tough and physical and tried to keep her from catching it at the block, because if she catches it at the block, it's over. But it took several people to do that. And I don't think that that's different than most teams. I don't know that there's anybody out there, unless perhaps it's a Maryland that has all that size, that can keep it out of the paint mano a mano. But I thought they fought. I think Chelsi Griffin is tough. Their whole team is tough. They just fight and they compete and they expect to win. And they don't back down from anyone at any situation, and they're going to win a ton of games in this league.
Kendra, what was it today? You looked very confident shooting the ball, you wanted the ball, and you played defense, no turnovers in 25 minutes. I mean, what was it today?
I think just keeping my confidence up. They were playing off of both Brittany and I, so that just opens the door for us to shoot. But we're ready for that. That's what teams in the past have done to both Brittany and I. So, I mean, we're ready for it. I came out and, like I said last week, did what I had to do and came out with a win.
There's not a ton of minutes on this team. Like Coach said, you kind of have to take what you can get. Today you got a lot. Just talk about being in there down the stretch. You were also guarding Hardy a lot down the stretch.
Right. I mean, whenever Coach puts me in, like I said, I'm going to play. If she takes me out, I'm going to be ready whenever she puts me back in. So I'm ready for anything.
How difficult is that, being ready some nights for 3 minutes and other days for 25?
I don't think it's difficult at all. Just being in that position and being able to see what's going on the court is a big advantage for us. So I don't think it's a big deal at all.
Courtney, what was your mindset going into the second half after sitting down in the first?
It was pretty positive. I think the first half, everything that could have possibly went wrong for us seemed like that's what happened to us, and we were only down by 2, so it was just confidence and we can come back, we got this, like we'll find a way, and that's how I feel playing with these guys and on our team. It's just, even in our worst situations, I feel like we're gonna find a way to win. So that's how I feel. Just gotta find a way to finish it.
What was going through your mind those last two free throws? So that was pretty much sealed the deal. And just what were you thinking with how tough you had?
I don't know, I kind of thrive on that, like, everyone against you and the crowd's getting loud and they want you to miss. And I mean, that's I think, even though I've been working on my free throws a lot more now, I think that's like where it's not just a free throw anymore. It's everybody's against you, and that's just the kind of player I am. It makes it a more emotional situation for me, and just make it type of deal. So.
Sherri, what, in the first half, fouls were piling up. What goes through your mind over there? I mean, you got a bunch of fouls and it's only the first half?
What went through my mind was, give me that stat sheet. How many field goals have they made? How many field goals? Just trying to figure out what we could do. And I probably should have zoned more. It scored a couple of times when we went zone, and I was a little nervous about doing that and letting them get on a roll. They shoot it very well, and sometimes hard to find Hardy, and we were trying to limit her touches, and in the zone it's really difficult to do that. But I probably should have gone to that a little bit earlier. But we went in the locker room at halftime and said, like Courtney already alluded to, they scored 8 field goals, and we're only down by 2 with the situation. All the trips that got to the free throw line, we're only down by 2. It could be a much worse situation. Now let's come back and attack. But I really felt like we played sort of like this in the first 5 minutes of the second half, just afraid to be in that position again. And once we got lost in the flow of the game, and maybe it took them going ahead for us to just go, hey, you can't play scared, you got to fight and try to make it happen. But from that point on, we were pretty good.
Anything else?
Good.